Hi, I'm Marta, and on this channel I share with you simple recipes from all around the world. And today I will show you how to make delicious vegan burgers using beetroot. I'm not a vegan, but I really enjoy plant-based diet, and by now in my home we rarely eat meat. And because there is such a beautiful variety of veggies, beans, grains and nuts, it is really easy for me to create a hearty and delicious meal without reaching for products that imitate meat, such as vegan sausages. But when I saw the ingredients of these beetroot burgers, I knew I have to give it a try. And I wasn't disappointed. The color, the flavor and the textures, for me it's 10 out of 10, because it actually tastes better than meat. This recipe comes from a beautiful book with 100 vegan recipes. At home I have it in Polish, but I will link for you the German version together with all its other recipes that I've already tested. So don't forget to check out the description box below the video if you're interested. And as always, you can also find there the full list of the ingredients. Okay, without further ado, here's how to make these delicious vegan burgers. Today I will show you two versions of this recipe. The original one from the book and the second one that I slightly modified. In both cases the main ingredient is the beetroot. Other things that we will need are sunflower seeds, and in my personalized version I also added pumpkin seeds. Another main ingredient is a cereal called millet, which is very popular in Poland but might be a bit difficult to get it elsewhere. And that's why in my second version I decided to use quinoa, which you can easily buy anywhere. We are also going to use garlic, ginger and coriander powder, and instead of parsley I will use spring onions, but I'm pretty sure that coriander leaves would be also great. The original recipe calls for 2 cups of grated beetroot. And to get something close to that, I use 500 grams of unpeeled beets. Another quicker way is to use a food processor. I have this mini one, but it's totally fine for this job. I simply cut the beetroot into chunks and I let the machine shred it in 4 to 5 pulses, few seconds each. And almost instantly, the beetroot is ready. Next, the original recipe calls for 2 cups of cooked millet. I used 3/4 of a cup of dry grains, which I first rinsed once with cold water and then I cooked it in 2 volumes, so 1.5 cup of salted water. It took around 15 minutes until the grains were soft. Next, I added 1/2 cup of roasted sunflower seeds, 1 thinly diced red onion, and 2 grated cloves of garlic. To cut the onion and the garlic, you could also use the food processor in the same way I showed you for the beetroot. Next come the spring onion, 1/4 cup of buckwheat flour, which is by the way naturally gluten-free and full of nutrients, and the same volume of canola oil. Ginger, coriander and chili powder, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, black pepper and salt. In the second version, when I used quinoa instead of millet, I also added some roasted pumpkin seeds, which worked out great. But because the quinoa mixture was a bit more wet, I also doubled the quantity of buckwheat flour. Now, using my hand, I kind of massage it all together for a good 5 minutes to make sure that all the ingredients are well mixed. I use an ice cream spoon to measure more or less equal portions of the mixture. And I formed 13 rather big burgers. To be more precise, the volume of my ice cream spoon is 60 milliliters. Once all burgers are ready, it's time to bake them in a preheated to 200 degrees Celsius oven for 20 minutes. After this time, I turn them to the other side and bake them for another 5 minutes. They turned out caramelized outside and soft and flavorful inside. The beetroot is naturally sweet and the addition of garlic, onion and spices makes it beautifully fragrant. And I love that there's also a little bit of heat coming from the chili. These vegan burgers are great served either warm or cold. I usually have them simply with a salad, but if you would like a bigger meal, you could also add some toasted bread and a bit of vegan mayo. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to stay up to date with all my newest step-by-step recipes, do subscribe to my channel and click the bell so that you are notified when my newest videos are out. Thank you for watching until the end, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!